Our coverage of the terror attacks in Brussels continues with Oklahoma Senator James Lankford. Senator Lankford is a member of the Homeland Security and Governmental Affairs Committee, as well as the Select Committee on Intelligence. Senator Lankford, thanks for joining us. What's your reaction this morning?
Obviously, grief for all the families that are affected there as we continue to pray and watch another attack in Paris. And very, very aware that there are many, many terrorists that are across Europe. And is one of the things that just after the November attack in Paris, that the European authorities looked at very, very seriously to say we have individuals that are moving border to border within Europe. They have false passports. They have very high-end encryption, and that they also mean to do them harm. And it's been very, very difficult for the Europeans to be able to talk to each other with their intelligence services, and they're not coordinating well. So those things they all learned after the November time period, but unfortunately haven't had time to be able to correct but before individuals attack again.
Senator Lankford, a senior EU counterterrorism official tells NBC News that it is believed ISIS is behind this attack. What are we hearing in terms of the American intelligence community about who might be responsible for this?
Yeah, we don't have a certainty yet on who it is. Quite frankly, every terrorist group in the world typically takes credit for any kind of attack that happens initially. And then you have to be able to determine the style, the design, those individuals, once you can identify them, where they were moving from. If this has all the appearances of the November attack in Paris, and those were individuals that were ISIS fighters that had left Syria and had returned to Europe, and then were then placing attacks in Europe. This is very much ISIS's style, so we'll see what it actually proves to be in the days ahead, but I wouldn't be surprised.
And sticking to that point, it's just been a couple of days since Salah Abdeslam was arrested there in Brussels. Do you think that this is perhaps retaliatory in some fashion?
It could be, but I doubt it. This is something that was already known, that there are individuals that are within the area that wanted to be able to do an attack. Just as recently as last week, they knew of 18 individuals that they were in pursuit of that were terrorists or that were connected to this same supply chain that was supplying the November attack in Paris. They were trying to find them. They knew there was a bomb-making factory somewhere in the area in some location. They knew there were individuals that were connected, and they could not identify them yet. Whether those individuals proved to be these individuals or if there's still yet another one, we don't know.
And Senator Lankford, one more question for you this morning. What steps do you expect to be taken here at home?
Yeah, Homeland Security has already stepped up our own patrols on our own airports and the contact, obviously, the local law enforcement. So people will see that. It'll be behind the scenes mostly, so a lot of it won't be visible, actually. But that is present all across the United States right now. One of the key things that we have to watch for is the integration, the communication, and intelligence between the United States and Europe and other places, because we know these individuals hate our culture, and they are willing to kill innocents to try to prove a point. And so we have to stay incredibly vigilant on that, and then watching for our own borders as well. That'll be a key aspect. It's one of the things that Europe learned, that these forged documents were very, very good, that these individuals move back and forth in countries in, and we have to be attentive to our own border security as well.
And we know you'll be on top of that. Senator James Lankford, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We do appreciate it.
Thank you.